Welcome to People. I'm Micah Mater. This is a huge anniversary weekend for our first guests. Both are celebrating decades of creating opportunities and supporting the successes of residents on the city's south side. Dr. Carol Adams, CEO of Urban Prescriptives, has held positions of leadership across the city in every role from educator to historian, curator, and advocate. And Tewodros Yosef Abiyoye, Executive Director of South Shore Works, are here. First of all, Dr. Adams, I have to say happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
You are not 80.
Girl, all day long.
You look fabulous.
I can't believe it myself.
You still feel the same though, right?
I feel wonderful.
That's good. I'm so happy for you. So this is a big birthday for you tonight.
This is huge.
It's huge. Tell me what's going to go on tonight at the South Shore Cultural Center.
Well, I'm thrilled that it's at the South Shore Cultural Center because of its historic evolution.
Exactly.
From a restricted country club to a cultural center for the people of South Shore. And to have been involved in that at the Coalition to Save the South Shore Country Club is very important to me. So it's going to be an arts event because you're going to have great entertainment, live bands, you know, you're going to have Africa Brown and Maggie Brown and Nanette Franks and people like that performing and singing. We're going to have a DJ because we got to dance at my party.
You have to.
We're going to be featuring some great bourbon called Good Trouble, which I always wanted to get into.
Okay.
That Dee Robinson has founded that company.
Yes.
And it's just going to be a chance to celebrate South Shore Works, celebrate the community, and for me to be able to celebrate making it this far.
Yes. Tewodros, you've been involved with the organization for quite a while. And this really tonight will be not only her birthday, but as she said, a celebration of the organization, right?
Well, I've been involved in South Shore for quite a while. I'm a child of South Shore. I'm actually the newly...
Ditto.
Yes, ma'am. We've been talking about that. Looking forward to connecting on that. I'm actually the newly installed executive director at South Shore Works. Only been there for a few months now, but it's a homecoming in every way for me. I'm excited about it. Very familiar with the work of South Shore Works. Have been mentored by Dr. Adams and her peer group over my years growing up, and I'm just excited to be able to carry on the legacy and of the solid foundation that's already been laid in South Shore and in the Black community as a whole.
We talked about the evolution, and it has evolved, but it's gone through some hard times as well. And this organization is trying to change that.
Go ahead, Dr. Adams.
We are concerned with the restoration and revitalization of that very historic and iconic community. We want to tell people to buy the block, don't leave your grandmom's house, your mom's house, stay in South Shore. People all over the world are trying to buy our homes. And we need to keep them ourselves.
Yeah, let me ask you about that, because a lot of people are moving to South Shore, gentrifying the area. We don't want that?
No, that word gentrifying can be very confusing. It depends on who you're talking about and what you're talking about.
Okay.
For some people, if it represents some economic change, then South Shore was a middle-income, upwardly mobile community, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Okay? So what I want is people who live in the community to be able to stay in the community. People who've invested in the community over the years to be able to continue to do so. And we are working on those things. And South Shore Works is working on those things. We were very instrumental in getting some legislation called the South Shore Condo and Co-op Preservation Ordinance that assures that dollars will be available to restore those buildings, many of which are over 100 years old. And for the people who lived there and invested their whole lives there to be able to remain. And there's some newer legislation for newer folk and for people who rent in the community as well, so that we are stable, we're cross-generational, we can cross economic lines, but we want to revitalize the community, strong businesses, walkable community, great cultural organizations.
Tewodros?
Really important for us to make sure that the community stays centered around the culture that has meant so much to us over the years, right? So the richness of the Black culture and all of the organizations and the individuals that have invested so much, not just in the neighborhood, but in the city, nationally and internationally, as people move into the neighborhood, we don't want that culture to dissipate.
Right.
We need to make sure that the keepers of the culture maintain and are in the community and have the opportunity to revive the community so that it is that which we all deserve to live in.
Is that behind Black Culture Week coming up in June?
Yeah, the Black Culture Week, the theme is celebrate, commemorate, collaborate. How do we celebrate Black culture and Black people? How do we commemorate through ritual, tradition, and then how do we collaborate to make new contributions to the culture? And that's June 14th through the 23rd.
June 14th through the 23rd. You want everybody to come out, I bet.
Absolutely. And what South Shore Works is in and of itself a collaboratory, because it brings together all those individual organizations at South Shore so we can work, plan, create, strategize, implement together.
All right, Tudros, Dr. Adams, thank you both, and happy birthday.
Thank you. Come to the
80.
party.
Wow. All right, party. You can find information on tonight's fundraiser and all the organization's ongoing programs at southshoreworks.org.